If your brand belongs in the heart of the yachting world, this is where it happens. Yachting International Radio reaches over 1 million yachting professionals and enthusiasts every month, with 77 million impressions, 220,000 social followers, and 74,000 podcast subscribers. Our hosts are insiders, crew, captains, CEOs, trusted voices shaping the industry. This is targeted, high-impact advertising in a luxury niche. Visit yachtinginternationalradio.com/advertise. Your audience is already listening.
Top of the morning, folks. It's Captain Liam here, and we're with Patrick Knowles. Patrick Knowles is not just the name. I can't really say a brand. It's really you are the Patrick Knowles.
Yes, my company's eponymous, so yes.
Eponymous, yes. Exactly.
Yes.
And you and I, we have a connection. Do you know why? We haven't talked yet.
You know, actually we didn't. This is the first time really meeting you.
Yeah.
So thanks for having me.
Well, that's why I like these captain's chats, because they're not really edited. They're like two people on a bridge getting to know each other and then seeing where we evolve. And
literally, for whoever watches this, I came up on the bridge here and we shook hands and they put on the mic. So this is raw. There's no rehearsing to this.
I don't know what boat it is either, so we may get kicked out.
Which boat is it?
I don't know. It's all right. Sometimes with that captain's pass, they say you can have a look. Now, I'm very grateful for Yachting International Radio, Raya, and of course Emily PR for putting us together. I'm honoured to be here. But doing interior design is where I want to start. I want to talk about Unbridled.
Yes.
How far does that go back?
That goes back.
You got some wise signs.
Yes,
you got some wisdom there.
Well, you know, I've never had a beard before. Right? I've never had a beard. And my last trip to Africa, which was from mid-December to mid-January, I came back, and typically either the night before in Africa, I shave my beard. When I say go to Africa, I go and sleep in the bush. Yeah. Right? So I'm not going on. I'm not. You mentioned Namibia, not just Africa. Namibia, and I have a vehicle there. I sold it on the last trip, but basically for the beard. So came back, and I decided out of all the trips I've done to Africa, I'm going to leave the beard. So I hadn't shaved in quite a while, sleeping in the bush, and my beard gets bushy, right? Yeah. So I thought, well, let me shock my friends, because nobody's ever seen me in a beard. I haven't seen me in a beard other than in the bush. So when I came back, they all loved it. I trimmed it up, and they said, keep it. So here it is. But the point, well, thank you. But the point of it is because I never grew a beard, I didn't realize how much wisdom I have a lot. I have to say, the wisdom is shown on my face now. Yeah, well, that's you have respect either way. You know, we do the. I did notice a little bit of bump in respect. Really? The beard gives it. Well, I go back and forth because every time I'm on a yacht is clean shaven, short hair, clean shaven, short hair. So every boat show I go, clean shaven, short hair. But I'm getting to an age, I'm like, I really like having not much hair left, so I have to keep what I have. You know what I mean? But back to interior design. So that was Trinity. Yes. That was Unbridled, and that's our connection. So every day I wake up, I think Patrick Knowles, and I kick my toe on Patrick Knowles. I'm joking. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. But no, that project goes back a long way. I think we started her in 2005, I believe. Yeah. 2005. And if anybody could, Emily, maybe you could do some fact checking. I think Katrina was 2001. Because the reason why I say that is that her hull was being formed during Katrina. And with the storm surge that came up, it contaminated her aluminum hull. Wow. And they were not able to purify it, whatever that means. And so they had to start over at that point. So that's why Unbridled had such an extended build time. Well, I always said quality takes time. Well, quality does take time. So I see the keel late 2005 and then a finished project. I'm going to have to steal that. Excuse me, plagiarize that. Exactly. So from then, and then it was Trinity kind of went its direction. It did. And everyone knows that, but so many people love that yacht. You know, I have to say, not because you're here and not because that's a yacht that I designed, but that yacht. But that helped, doesn't it? It does. But that yacht just means so much to me. And there were so many things that we did that was incredibly, I mean, every boat for the most part is bespoke. Yeah. This boat is bespoke to another level. And I have a few stories I could tell you that just really shows how much that boat stands apart. One of them is that the owner, my client,
Yeah.
when it was time to select the wood for the boat, I told him there's a place we need to go. It's in Ohio. And so I flew up there the night before and went through the facility. It's a very, very large veneer facility. And so I just picked out all of species of wood in the conference room. So the next day when the owner arrived, I'm looking for him to select maybe 2, if not 3 species of wood. I think I had a normal, and I think I had maybe 30, 32, because I really wanted to nail it, right?
Yeah.
Well, he loved 21 species out of the 30 or 32. And I thought, okay, well, we're going to edit this down, never edit it down. And on Unbridled, it's written in a wonderful Showbuzz article. On that boat, there are 21 species of wood. So for us to design it in a way
So you're at fault for that. Because every time I do a tour, they're like, what's that wood on the bridge? And you know what I say? It's Wenge wood.
It's Wenge. Well, there you go. It's Wenge.
And I have to remember all these woods. And I'm like...
Have you remembered the Ambonia burl?
Yeah.
Goncalo Alves.
Yeah, well, I have a cheat sheet for the crew. And I say, just remember 3. Please, I'll take the Wenge wood. Everyone remember a couple from around the vessel. But we're not here to talk about Unbridled. I do admit, I love this conversation.
Well, you picked a topic that I could talk about, so I need to restrain myself. So yes.
No, but let's go back to Unbridled then quickly, because the octopus. The octopus.
The octopus, yes.
On the sink. How did that? Where's the mind? If people don't know, Unbridled has these beautiful octopuses, 2 of them.
Is the octopus still there?
Of course, the octopus is there. I think if everything ever happens, I'll take it in the life raft with me.
No. Oh, well, good. You take it in the life raft and bring it to me.
Yeah, there you go. One each. One for the owner, one for you.
Let me tell you what the story of that was. Is that when we were designing that deck, and this owner was just such an incredible owner, young owner, and legacy owner.
Yeah.
And we were speaking about this deck, and he was speaking about how he wanted to enjoy this deck, and I'm listening. And when it came time to select the sink, I told him, I said, no, I think we need to do something special. He goes, well, what does that mean? I don't know, but when we get to it, I will. And he was corporate.
Trusted you a lot, yeah.
He was corporate, so we would have 6 and 8 hour meetings like this. He was really an athlete in business. He could sit across the table for 12 hours. If you're going to sit for 12 hours, I'm going to sit for 12 hours. And that's how it was. So whenever we met, it was always formal business meeting, agenda. I had to submit the agenda ahead of time. He submitted his agenda. He researched, I researched, and we got down to business. And the sink, when I told him, when he said he wanted,
right there.
It was. And so I told him, I said, look, I will present it when it's right. I will present it, because I was kind of thinking it up. Then I told him a story, and I said, okay, on this agenda, I have the sink on the bridge deck aft. So we got to that point, and I said, so-and-so, I want to tell you a story, much like how the grill in the main salon came about. And I told him,
okay.
that AV grill, that has a story.
Yeah.
I'm
sure all of it does.
That design was probably 2.5 years on the agenda with many presentations, and I finally figured out I need to tell him a story as to what the design is, and I did, and he approved it. Same with the octopus. And what I told him is that this sink that we're going to do is going to be reflective of what you're going to enjoy on this deck.
Yeah.
And we know there's going to be a lot of seafood. And I rolled out this sink, and I said, so this is an interpretation of that incredible day when you're going to have the most delicious octopus dish, and your crew comes up, and they spread out the octopus on your cabinet. And I showed him the design, and he was speechless, and I was speechless, and that's where the octopus came out. Wow. And that octopus is made out of stainless.
Yes, I know that. The boys, I see.
You know how hard it was to find someone to make that complexity out of stainless?
A young crew the other day said, we got to re-chrome this. I'm like,
no, it's not chrome.
You're not understanding this business,
But anyway,
that's real.
But
there's special moments, like even me hearing this story makes me appreciate the vessel more, and I think that's what's behind the scenes of the industry.
Yes.
But jumping forward a long way, the next time we connect, which was about 2 years ago at a boat show on Unbridled, and I didn't respect the history at that point, because I think, with all due respect, I had a lot going on. I had seminars, I had podcasts, there was a lot of things happening, and I knew about from Emily, great introduction, Yacht Life Vodka. I'm like, yes. Whatever it was, yes. Nice. And then the crew went for it, and they had a great event. There was a good photo shoot on the sun deck. You know what I mean?
I remember.
Were you there that day?
No, actually, I wasn't. I was supposed to be.
So.
No, actually, I never came.
Yeah.
No,
we both
I got
missed
caught
out.
up. Yeah, we did.
On the models too. I hear their stories, and I'm like, oh.
But I saw the pictures.
I didn't even see the pictures. I don't think I'm allowed to see the pictures.
I got caught up at my exhibit, and I wasn't able to make it. That was the time that I was supposed to meet you. I wanted to meet you. But I've been watching what you've been doing with Unbridled and your seminars and all of these different things. And
it's a different program. It's
a different program.
Like, you grew to me. Like, I've always been very lucky in my career that I follow my heart and I organically grow things and these conversations. And, you know, I was at a stage in my career and I was looking for something different and great expedition career. And then the name Unbridled came out. I'm like, Unbridled, that's powerful. And then, you know, and then the Northrop and Johnson kind of logo, it's chaos extraordinary. And then I was like, Unbridled. Unleash the extraordinary.
Wow.
And that's the brand.
Wow.
Unbridled, unleash the extraordinary. And then from that moment,
is fitting.
I met Emily, I met Alex at Yacht World, and I'm like, let's unleash the extraordinary. You know what I mean? Let's grow this, because this has got to be told. It's been a private yacht. And you're bringing it to the charter market. Yeah, there's new Benettis and there's all the rest of them. But where's the story? Where's the legacy? You know what I mean? And that's why I still try and push the crew today. Unleash the extraordinary. They're like, is it enough, Cap? I said, never enough.
Well, if you ever need commentary on anything else, it would be the extraordinary. I think you still have the biometric.
Yep.
Do you still have the biometric entry to the wine cellar?
Yes.
Down below?
Yeah.
I'm glad, because didn't I write that in our Emily, my PR person, Emily, as well? Camera. Not that I need coaching or handling. I'm not that important. Or
Sounds good, though.
She just wanted to see how this was going to go.
It's what not to say is the important thing.
Yes,
I think we both give this to Emily.
Yeah,
And then,
yeah, she's over there doing this.
To both of us. We love you, Emily. That's Muggsy PR, by the way. That's Muggsy PR.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, we're going to go into the topic we came to talk about.
Yeah, we're a little bit ADD, aren't we?
That's the captain's chat.
What is it? ADHD? Yes. Okay. No, let's focus. What was it?
Anyway, Yacht Life Vodka. Then it transitioned into now, this year, Palm Beach Boat Show.
Yes.
We're connecting over caviar.
Yes, that is correct.
So I'm interested in caviar for a couple of reasons.
Tell me.
Well, I believe in sustainability.
Yes.
And I've been watching the caviar industry over the last couple of years, and you know a lot more than I'll ever know. But I'm interested to hear what caviar you have, where it's from, because that's the story.
Yes.
Not just, everyone can have caviar.
Sure.
And I was having salmon eggs raw last summer in Alaska going, this is not really caviar.
Well, do you know what the definition of caviar is?
No.
Okay. Caviar is, or the eggs that come from the sturgeon fish.
Yes.
It's kind of like champagne only comes from Champagne.
Yeah, okay.
Tequila only comes from Mexico.
Yeah.
And Scotch only comes from Scotland. Caviar only comes from sturgeon fish.
Not geographically based.
No.
And that's the beauty of it, I guess.
Yes, not geographically. Because you have caviar that is, you have wild, just like any other fish.
Yeah.
You have wild fish and you have farm fish, right? Because of the plight, I would use lightly, but specifically for the beluga, the plight of that particular sturgeon. That caviar for the most part, or sturgeon for the most part, they're farmed, right? So they
some people don't realize. I think people don't realize a lot of them are farmed.
Yes. Most
and that's
of them,
sustainable.
It is sustainable, and that's why all of the caviar that we offer, that we purvey, is sustainable, and there are 9 different species, and we source them
of sturgeon, and beluga is one.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Well, what's the 8 others? The 8
others, that's going to put you to the test.
Welcome aboard.
Come on through. This is very casual.
We're talking about caviar.
Yes.
Do you know there's 8 species?
What is champagne then?
Save it up.
Champagne, no champagne.
You're right, exactly.
Where's my vodka when I need it?
You have it handy.
Well,
yes.
Yes, we should.
Where are you both from?
Russia.
Russia. That's what you know. So
really?
What are the different species of sturgeon?
Sturgeon is the best.
Yeah,
I know. I just found out there's 9 species of sturgeon.
No, there's more. No. There's more species of sturgeon. We only carry 9 species.
Okay.
So you have sturgeon, and you have you have
No,
No, I'm not Russian.
He knows more than me, though. That's why we're recording it. You know? I know about the champagne and caviar. That's what I'm waiting for. You know?
Oh, you're still waiting for me? This is the last one?
Here's the ticket. Here's the ticket. Lovely to meet you.
So no, we offer 9 species or 9 offerings, let's put it that way. And I have one that I'm going to be sampling with you today, and that's the Amur Kaluga, right? And the Amur...
That's a species of sturgeon.
Correct.
Amur
Kaluga.
Yes, Amur Kaluga.
Yes, that's correct.
I want to highlight that so people understand.
Amur Kaluga.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Because I think people, caviar, but no.
No, it's not. You have different...
champagne. There's different types of champagne.
Well, you know, for some people, wine is wine. And we know the fallacy of that, right?
You feel it in the morning in your head.
you know wine is not wine when you could actually sense the aromatic quality of apple and cinnamon or earthy mushroom, all these different things. Same with caviar.
You know, the other big test with wine is the legs on the wine.
Yes.
A wine connoisseur told me about that, which you stir the wine and you see the legs.
You know, and that's like serious business. That's serious business.
You and I are serious people.
Yes. So when you get in the likes of caviar and wine and champagne and vodka and other liquors, you know, people are serious about it, and they can detect, you know, minute things. So with caviar is not from one fish, and the different species that we have come from different regions. For instance, like in the day, an area that was very popular for purveying or for having caviar was in the Caspian Sea.
Yes.
Right, and the Caspian Sea is very large.
I think everyone kind of knows historically.
Right. But what I didn't know until I got into caviar is that in the Caspian Sea, because it's large, you have the southern Caspian, which is temperate, warmer waters. You have the northern Caspian that freezes over.
Wow.
Yeah, so
different salinities, different...
Exactly. Different vegetation.
Different fish.
Yeah, different fish.
Different species of sturgeon or...
No, just different, maybe subspecies.
Okay.
But
or beluga.
No, they're different. Like, for instance, the one that we have, the Royal Siberian, is from the Accipenser. Most belugas come from the Accipenser strand, right? And
you really went deep into this, Mr. Knowles. After that octopus at interior design, you're like, what am I going to do?
Yeah, exactly.
How am I going to fill that mind, that beautiful mind?
And that one is the Accipenser barai. And I just offered to another yacht the other day, which is the Accipenser Gildensteady. And that produces more of a golden, kind of grayish, amber olive egg, pearl. And
that's a big change in words there.
Yeah, and then I said eggs, they're not eggs, they're pearls.
The pearls.
Yes. And
is that the taste profile you're going for, or is that the description we want to market?
No. Actually, the sturgeon itself is the scientific or technical name. Like, for instance, the Accipenser barai, right? Our Accipenser barai comes from Italy, and that's the Royal Siberian.
Okay.
So if I'm going to serve you some caviar, it's Royal Siberian.
Understood.
It's a lot different than saying, I'm going to serve you Accipenser barai, right?
Yeah, much nicer,
yeah. So that's how it is with all the caviar.
Yeah.
And so they have names.
So the pearls of the sturgeon fish.
Correct.
That is a nice way to explain caviar.
Yes.
Taste the pearls of the sturgeon fish.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. And they have different texture, different color. You know, they're all natural, so you're not going to have a rainbow of colors. Yeah. But you may go from light gray, medium gray, dark gray, light brown, medium brown, light gold, golden. You know, it's in those organic kind of colors, right?
Understood.
Yeah. So you after you eat caviar quite a bit, you will be able to tell which species you're enjoying the caviar from. The one that we have, as I said, the Amur Kaluga, and this caviar is it has a nutty flavor.
Okay.
It has a nice linger, meaning on the palate. It's not incredibly fishy, right?
Or broadens up the audience.
Yeah, it is. Some are much more some are salty, more salty.
Yeah.
Some have a deeper flavor of the sea.
Okay.
Yeah, so different flavor profiles.
Yeah.
Some are nuttier. Some have even a honey.
Yeah. And
undertone.
are they graded? Obviously, they're graded, I'm sure.
They are graded.
They are
yes.
graded. But it's not really like a grape varietal. I mean, the type of surgeon is like, if we're taking wine, you've got the grape varietal, and then you've got the grading underneath. Kind of similar.
Yes, it is, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
And you have different grades of grading systems, and you have different grades and levels of those systems to where organizations or entities, what am I trying to say, whether they're restaurants, cruise ships,
See, Alex.
you know, they.
See you later.
Goodbye, Alex.
You're missing the caviar tasting. Come back for
Yeah,
it.
that's right. You're not going to have any of the caviar?
When's that?
It's right. Shall I? I mean, instead of talking about it, come on.
Before you
Come
run
on,
off, Alex.
come
Before
on.
you run off, Alex. You come in and jump in. Jump in.
Okay, so I have to preface this.
Yeah.
Let's see. So
Do I have to sign a document? Is that what you mean? Or...
Yeah, you gotta have the caviar.
yeah. So where are we gonna? Are you gonna sit here?
Jump in the
or are
middle if you want
be-
to, mate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alex? We're going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. It's still going.
Yes. Well, how much time? How long do I have?
Another 10. We'll just have a quick taste with Alex, and Alex can jump off because he's got things to do. Everyone, this is Alex.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah.
Alex from the other world.
Hi, Alex.
Okay, some caviar.
Yes, you're going to taste some caviar. So anyway, I'm going to. Let's see. Where is this thing?
Is this your caviar kit?
Yes, this is my. Well, this is just a cooler to keep it cool during the Palm Beach show. It's pretty hot out here, and I chose to wear a jacket, so always got to keep the look going. So anyway, so we have a 1 ounce of the Amor Kaluga.
Wow, show the camera that one.
Yeah,
I mean,
Amor
more Kaluga.
Amor Kaluga. Can you see that? I'm going to swirl it around, and then that way you have something to edit out.
They'll probably think we've had too much of the...
Yeah, don't get me talking on too much caviar. So anyway,
Where's the champagne? Or the vodka?
I feel vodka is better.
That's just better, yeah.
You know, actually, Emily, when I was on AYW, we couldn't get it open.
No. Got Captain Liam's vice grip hands.
Yeah. We had captain, chef, chief engineer, everyone tried. But so this is what you have here. Now, the way that I could take that from you, real quick, we're going to bump, forget about the 70s, we're going to bump the caviar.
I don't know.
And what that means, neither do I.
This is not
I was
live.
just told,
in the 90s,
I was just told to disclaim that, whatever that means.
We're going to bump the pearls.
So I'm going to put it here, right? And the reason why it's done is this is the very traditional and original way of how caviar was tasted by merchants that traveled around in Caspian Sea.
Yeah.
And they're going and they're trying all the different species. So what they do is, Captain, you want to? So what they do is they put the caviar right there.
Go ahead.
Yep, it beats the slide off.
That much?
And then what you're going to do before you eat it, no, I will explain that.
Okay.
Before you eat it, you put it in your mouth.
Grab some from Alex.
Yeah, you do not, yeah, that's right. We're going to, right there. Oh,
this is a very, you're great at this. Because you make sure the spoon doesn't touch the hand.
yes, exactly. So yes, smell it. That's nice. So when you put it in your mouth, do not chew it. Put it around, swirl it around the palate of the mouth. And then eventually you're going to maneuver the pearls between the top of your tongue and the roof of your mouth. And you will gently begin to pop those pearls, letting it ruminate on the palate. Sense the flavor. Taste that rich sea salt flavor. And I see that Alex is really, he's becoming symbiotic with his
experience.
I've heard of caviar having a lot of effect, but this is the very first one.
And how long for?
Send me
Oh no, you're as long as you want. I usually, for me,
I was in the Caspian Sea just then. I was like, I was sitting on the banks with my feet in the water there.
I envisioned myself back on Unbridled.
you know what? Hey, I like that idea. Both of them. We need to remember
popped
this.
it with my tongue on the roof,
Yes.
on the front of the back of your top teeth.
Yes, and that's where you sense several things. The texture.
Yeah.
Now, if I were to give you, say, for instance, Diamond Osetra, or if I were to give you a Royal Osetra,
Yeah.
those come from different species of than the Amur, than the Amur Kaluga, and so the pearls are a different texture.
Yeah.
They're different density. They're different salinity.
Yeah.
They have a different level of oil, right? Because we've all heard of fish oil, right?
Yeah.
So all of these elements, and then what is indicative of that species as far as what they've been fed, what they eat, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
All of that contributes to the flavor of that particular caviar.
Fascinating.
So
What do you think? I know you're a busy man, Alex. I appreciate the taste test.
That's great.
How many mics you got on you? You're not messing around. You're ready to roll.
For two.
What did you think of it, Alex?
Oh, it's good. It reminds me of Cape Town a little bit on a
Cape
cool morning. It brought me back
Are
there.
you from Cape Town?
I'm from Cape Town.
I just got back from Cape Town.
Nice.
Yeah, we have to talk about that another time. After being in Namibia,
Remind me of those cold winter mornings where you got the sea
in the
breeze
middle
going
of July.
through.
You know, in Cape Town, I was
brought me back to.
I camped when I came in to pick up my vehicle and to provision before I went into Namibia. I spent 3 days and 3 nights at Miller's Point, just south of Simonstown.
Okay.
And are you familiar with going towards Cape Point?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I just right
Beautiful
there
out there.
and elevated on
windy?
the cliff. Yeah, I have a lot of
You can
videos.
blow away. Can blow
No,
away.
I'm pretty good at pitching a tent. I sleep on the ground. Even when I go in the middle of the bush, I'm on the ground. Yeah.
If it's still a mattress, like different you blow up or self-inflate or, you're old school. That's the vodka caviar. You're like, you know what? You need your beard longer.
just take my vodka before I go to sleep. And, I really,
Caviar.
I shouldn't have said that right now.
How did you get into the caviar business?
No. You guys want another one since we're...
I'm good for now. Alex, I know you're a busy man. Appreciate it, buddy.
Well,
Thanks for jumping
Thank you so
in.
much for the experience.
Good
Patrick.
meeting you too. Yeah,
Captain,
or did
always,
see you.
Always a pleasure. I'll see you around the docks, my friend.
I'll see you out there.
Yeah, I'll see you out there.
I'm about to go hunt some content
In
out
the
there.
battlefield of life.
You know,
man.
this needs to be consumed because we can't once it's open.
really?
And
Charles,
with this...
Would you like a quick taste?
Yes, yeah, whoever wants it.
We're gonna have a
Em,
bump
you want
of-
to taste?
Yeah, we're having a bump of caviar. You say that if you want. Oh no, we'll go on the road.
Yeah, let's go. We're going
We're going on the road here.
Okay, so, yes. Did you?
Hello, sir.
Hello, how are you?
Meet you. I'm Sean.
Good to meet you. Sean?
Sean.
Sean, nice.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, so did you hear any of the dialogue about the caviar?
I did not, but you can give me a synopsis.
Okay, real quick. This is Amur Kaluga caviar, right? And this has a nice nutty flavor. And what I'm going to serve it to you, we're going to bump it. And bumping, yes, not from the 70s.
We are close to Miami.
You know, I think Studio
54.
54 ruined the tradition of caviar bumping, right? So it's not the same thing.
Not the same.
So right here on the nape of your hand, I am going to put, and this is a lot more than you would get if you were to go to a restaurant and have just a serving of caviar like that. So what you're going to do, you're going to put it in your mouth, do not chew, and let it ruminate, swirl it around the mouth, let it ruminate, get the feeling of the salinity, the nutty flavor, the oils of the caviar, and then maneuver it on the top of your tongue.
Okay.
And then compress it against the roof of your mouth. Don't chew, just let it swirl a bit, maybe for like 10, 15 seconds, the whole experience, and ingest it.
We got one more quick customer. Jump in as well.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Don't be shy, man. Don't be
Come
shy.
do some bumps, buddy.
Yeah, let's do. This is the best way to go.
Yes.
What's the name, buddy?
Tumba, I'm Tumba.
Tumba, where are you from, Tumba?
Half Zim, half Bahimi.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so our other friend is Zimbabwean, right?
Alex.
Alex, yeah. He's from Harare.
Harare.
Are.
And I'm from Nassau, Bahamas.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm from Nassau, Bahamas.
Nassau, Bahamas.
Yes. So what you're going to do is hold it out like that, and I am just going to take a little bit of, you could start if you want. No. Actually, maybe with...
Let's swirl together.
Yeah.
Kathy.
I feel like we're in club space right now, Miami. I'm about to get it going on right now, you know.
You know, serving a bump is an art because You have to use enough caviar to where it slides off the spoon.
Okay.
But anyway, so let's see the...
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
15
so now,
seconds more.
did you hear what you're going to put it in?
So not
Don't chew. Just let it around the mouth. And then after a couple seconds, put it to the roof of your mouth, between the top of the tongue, the roof of the mouth, compress the eggs, and just savor.
What about yourself?
Well, that's
Can I serve you? Or?
No, it's okay. I have a good stock in the refrigerator. I think Emily.
Me?
Yes.
So what's your take on it?
I mean, it's not biltong. I'm joking, sir.
I can only bring biltong back.
No, it's delicious. I actually don't really love caviar. This is the best one I've ever tried.
Really?
I promise.
We love
I'm not just saying that because I'm being paid.
Really? So where are you from?
South Africa.
Which part?
Pretoria originally, and now in Cape Town.
I was in Pretoria, yes. I go to South Africa often.
Awesome.
And but I come in to get my equipment, my gear, and I would go out for up to 8 weeks at a time in Namibia, Zimbabwe.
You like overlanders?
Yes. Botswana and Mozambique. And I sleep on the ground. So I'm never in a lodge. I'm never in a resort. I am on the ground in my tent. I've done Mabua Sa'uba. I've done the Kalahari, Trans-Kalahari.
That's so awesome.
I've done Etosha. I want to do Gorongosa in the northern part of Mozambique now that they have opened up that park. So yeah, I just love Africa. I love the bush in Africa. There's nothing like the bush. Wild sage.
Love the bush.
Waking up to wild sage in the morning.
But we talk about branding now.
Yes.
If that's all right. So the caviar was lovely. I really like the fact, the way you taste it, because so many times it's Bellini with cream fresh, or jump back so they can see a bit better.
Which
Don't be
is
shy. We're intimate now. We never bumped a caviar together, but
yes. Well, so here we are. Now we're bumping caviar brothers, and but yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
So this is good. This is good.
it's my style. I mean, I've done it for a long time, and my goal is to give back to the community of yachting and the industry. And people don't understand what I mean by it. It means crew wellness. It means environmental sustainability, but it means hearing the stories.
Yes.
And not many people always tell a story with a reason. Doesn't have to be a reason. You know what I mean? Like your journey, Patrick Knowles is the story. You know what I mean? There's a chapter of Unbridled. There's a chapter of Yacht Life Vodka. There's a chapter of Yacht Life Caviar.
Yeah, there are.
But the story is Patrick Knowles. That's the book.
Yeah, well,
What would it be called?
Patrick, no. The quintessential yachtsman.
I just saw that on your hat.
Yes, the quintessential yachtsman.
Yeah,
so,
look at that.
you know, the funny thing is that everybody's like, are you the quintessential? I mean, how pompous would that be? How pompous would it be if I say, let's do another company? Well, Patrick, what would you like it to be? The quintessential yachtsman.
Yeah.
My, don't you think highly of yourself? So I'm not the quintessential yachtsman.
Yeah.
Even though I do believe a real quintessential yachtsman can traverse, sleeping on the ground in the bush in Africa, to being at a white tablecloth at an event that's serving the finest caviar.
I get it. I don't think many people do. I don't think 80, 90, but 95%.
I'm pushing it. I
love it, mate. I love it.
So the quintessential yachtsman's not a person, right?
Yeah.
It's a state of mind, right? And that state of mind is...
It is you, though. But is it a brand or is it...
No, it's just a name.
It's a name?
Yeah, it's a name. And I have that name registered as a trademark. But no, it wasn't developed to personify someone. It was developed to convey a state of mind. Now, keep in mind...
or to understand a state of mind.
I'm sorry?
Or to understand a state of mind.
But you know what? But that's relative.
Yeah.
That's relative because I entered the industry.
Yeah.
The yachting industry, not the design industry. I entered the design industry in 1985. I entered the yachting industry in 1989. So when we think about 37 years ago...
And you said Nassau, Bahamas. These are Bahamas.
Correct. Yeah. I'm from there, yes, but I came here to the U.S. and I was schooled in the U.S. and then I got a job for 4 years and I went out on my own.
Wow.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is that when I came into the industry, do you know Thurston Howell III?
Thurston Howell III, no. Is he yacht owner?
No, he's a yacht charterer. He charters boats. He chartered a very famous boat, you may know it, called the SS Minnow.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
Gilligan's
there
Island.
you go, yeah.
Okay, now we remember who Thurston Howell III is, right? I had a bunch of Thurston Howell IIIs when I came into the industry.
Okay.
Having meetings with the client, they come to the office, I go to their home, I go on the boat, and they're dressed like this with a jacket, right? And some of them even have a hat and whatever. And, you know, that was the state of yachting.
Yeah.
And yachting, I like that. Yachting, make note of it. But yachting was a totally different time. Yachting in that time was totally different.
But has it changed that? I mean, it has changed.
Oh, it's changed dramatically.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think enough. Like I'm a different generation in a sense.
Okay.
But you know, I do understand and resonate with you sleeping on the floor and dining. I always have a saying to my kids, you must understand the spectrum of life.
Yes.
The spectrum is sit down with beggars and dine with kings.
Yes.
That is the spectrum of life. And it's not an elevation. It is a human being. And the happiest people are the simplest people. And that can happen at any social class.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Simplicity does not have to be equated by one's economic worth.
Yeah.
Right? And you can have a very simple, wealthy person, and you can have a very complex, socially, person who lives in poverty, right? So the quintessential yachtsman, And so to come back with that comment, for me, it's changed a lot. You know, like nuance things, like, for instance, there are many times we couldn't take a picture of the boat. We couldn't write the name of the boat down out of the office. We couldn't mention the name of the owner. We couldn't even sometimes mention the yard that it was being built at. And now it's just all out there.
Even more so now with AI.
And even more so. But, you know, things change, you adapt, and you advance, you excel, right? So you could look at these changes as becoming a nuisance or a hindrance to your growth. Or you can embrace them and grow beyond them.
Yeah, but it's still an authentic industry in a sense. When I say it hasn't changed, it means we're still brokers walking clients on boats.
Oh, absolutely.
But some of the clients I saw dress a lot differently than what I saw 10 years ago.
That's basically the biggest change. When we used to have boat shows at the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show, when they had the builders and super yacht tent, right? Back in, I'm talking 1994, 95, 96, 1989 actually is when I came into the industry. And you can be at your exhibit and you look down and it's like, okay, here comes Mr. and Mrs. Yacht. And with the captain and the first officer, and I assume he's the attorney, and this one and that one, they come with their entourage. And during that time, you had groups of owners with their entourage, some more conspicuous than others, and they're roaming the halls of the boat show. And they would come in and introduce themselves and say, I'm so-and-so. And sometimes we speak through their rep or their attorney or whomever it is. And they would explain what they are looking to do. And we heard about you, or maybe they didn't hear about us. And we would like, what is it that you do? And that's so you would have at the boat show, you would have actual live pre-interviews. And they're doing this with all of the designers. And you trade information. And after the show, you may be fortunate enough to get I was going to say an email. Email didn't exist then. So
a mail.
A mail.
Or a fax.
Or text. Fax. Yeah, it would be by fax or phone
the
call.
noise in the background.
Exactly. Yes, a very distinctive.
Yachting knows how we got most of our mails back then. So for years at sea, it was always printed out in packages.
Right. When I hear fax machine now, I just kind of glide into this past life that
it's like the caviar,
like the caviar.
But they are bringing back generational things like the LP revolution, your revolution. You know what I mean? But that's funny about life, how things come back.
Everything has a recycle.
You know, how are we back to LP and vintage, and there's a trend of clothing that's like vintage clothing and flea markets. Is it flea markets?
Flea markets.
Yeah, things like that where they're looking at vintage gear and they've got style and it's like secondhand jackets. I'm like, that's back.
And it is
in different generations.
Yeah, it's back. You know, you could bring it back in the physicality. But you cannot bring it back in the emotional. Yeah, so
like true. That's a good point. That's what's a younger trend.
Yes. Like say for instance, if you had someone young that buys their new Volkswagen Beetle bus, I don't even know what the name of it is. It's electric and whatever. But you know, we used to have Yeah, something like that. We used to have one growing up, right? My older brothers and sisters had one.
Yeah, the combi or the Beetle bar. Okay.
The
combi? Beetle combi?
That old school VW classic.
Yes, like the surfer.
Yeah, the combi. In Australia, we call them a combi.
Oh, okay, so we had the combi. Yeah. And with the little curved windows on the top, right?
Yeah, the windows go up.
And, you know, I remembered hanging out and not really me, but my older siblings. And, you know, and when they would take me along, you can't replicate the past, right?
Yeah.
Like if you want to do something vintage 60s or vintage 50s, you know, you could get the physicality of it, but you're not going to get the emotions. You can never replicate the emotions because everything in society contributed to the emotional experience that you had in that moment.
Yeah.
You know, news, fashion, food. All of that contribute. Like now, 20 years from now, we want to relive this moment and do the bump, maybe on another boat. Things are so different. Things are so different. Yeah, we could get on without assistance. Remember those days. But no, it's
the robot will be serving us.
That's right. Did you see that
incident
on the news?
Yeah, with the robot went.
Yeah,
that was scary. That was RoboCop kind of scary. It was like
I'm sorry.
Sorry. The robot conversation. That's like my nightmare.
Well, she doesn't like this
one.
So I told her I need to tell her about the next level where they're going to skin the robots. Anyway, that's we can do a commentary on that at some point.
But we're here about branding. We're here about Yacht Life. We're here about caviar. I get that. Sorry, I do.
I'm sorry. I'm a bad guest.
I do it with my daughter all the time.
Okay,
you see the right?
I will be
the butterfly. The butterfly. I really hope we do record this. Actually, I
hope it is recorded.
I think it is. I think it goes dark. It maybe saves some power. Who knows in life? You know, that's the beauty of the captain's chat. You know, it goes dark to save power, but. So we're talking about branding. Yacht Life.
Yes.
Right? Yacht Life. That's the brand.
Yes, Yacht Life is the brand.
And underneath that brand, you have Yacht Life Vodka.
Yeah, so the way that it's structured is the quintessential yachtsman is the parent company.
Okay. Oh, that's all a bit complicated.
No, not really. Not when it comes to structuring the business down.
True, understood from the structural business.
So it owns Yacht Life Brands.
Okay.
And Yacht Life Brands is what produces Yacht Life caviar, Yacht Life vodka, and soon, hopefully, to be Yacht Life water.
Oh, you are, I swear you are the biggest, not idea stealer, not the idea stealer, but I was going to recommend that today. I was going to speak to you.
Let's rewind.
Okay. So I've got an idea. You have your Life Vodka, you have your cover. What about some environmental sustainability liquid like water?
Get out of here!
Oh,
get out of here!
Just a humble fisherman.
I never would have thought. Never would have thought.
What container? Well, let's talk containers. What container do you think?
Actually, I think I need to take that to my PR group because they should have thought about it.
I know someone. Muggsy PR. Emily at Muggsy PR. Have you heard of her?
I don't know.
What container are you thinking for the water? Because I swear, yes, I was like, okay, because I like speaking to people. I go, I've got to come up with an idea.
Did you sign that NDA I emailed to you?
No. And I like thinking of people, and I see all these. Because I go to Four Seasons. I went to Four Seasons, and I saw Four Seasons water. And I was there. The whole Four Seasons is about branding. So every part of it, you walk into Four Seasons magazine, Four Seasons towel, Four Seasons bag, Four Seasons water, Four Seasons coffee, Four Seasons chocolate. And I was like, that's the future of yachts.
Yeah,
the brand of the yacht, Unbridled.
The branding of the yacht. Can I show you something?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I can't show the NDA again. I can't show the camera.
Do I have to make up some ideas?
I can't show the camera, but I'm just going to entice the audience.
Yes,
that I'm designing caviar for a few of my clients, right?
So this is the customization we're talking about.
Correct.
Okay, this is what we're actually here to talk about.
Correct.
Believe it or not, the branding of caviar and vodka for the yacht.
Correct.
So we've talked about everything but that.
Yes.
Now we need to finish.
Okay. I will. And then what?
Now we need to end the conversation. We're having a good time.
Yeah, we're trying.
Come back for the next season.
Yes, next season to be continued. But I would show you something. This is a caviar I'm designing for one of my clients.
Okay.
Right? And we have a twofer.
One.
Yeah, because we designed this aircraft and delivered it last June.
Congratulations.
And we designed, thank you, we designed his yacht, which we had delivered the November before, right? So I'm designing couple caviars
Yeah.
for him. But this is the one.
What a lovely conversation to have with someone.
Yeah.
On a
And wait
yacht.
until you see this.
Okay.
Now, like Unbridled,
Yeah.
think about the octopus sink.
Yeah.
Think about in the main salon, that incredible
3
grill
years.
work.
Yeah, 2
right?
years.
I'm sorry, yes.
It took 2 years to fabricate, yeah. Or to-
Yes, exactly. 2 years to come up with the concept. And that actually the grill, if your team do not know, I would like to tell them the significance of the grill.
Okay.
Because that grill was like 2.5 years in the making for the presentation with the owner.
Yeah.
And I was failing. Every time it came up on the agenda, I would do design options and whatever. And he was telling me that's the most important visual point in the boat, because when you enter from the aft, the pass rail through the aft deck, that is the face of the yacht, right? The interior
That's
of
a
the yacht.
good way to look at it. That's the face.
Yes, and we had speakers, we had subwoofers, we had TVs or TV on it.
Yeah.
And how do you beautify that wall, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know it's there now.
Yeah.
And actually, I kept
It's a piece of
failing. And the one time when I said, I'm going to tell him his story like the octopus.
Yeah.
And so during that meeting, the grill came up again, and it was a laughing stock because we'd been over this for 2.5 years. What do you have now, Knowles?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I'm not going to show you a design. I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a story of how the horse became unbridled.
Ah, okay.
And I told the story of how the horse became unbridled. And you know what? If we only had a camera in the conference room, it was so slick, I have to say. And as I'm presenting it and I'm using my words, what I did is I broke out portions of the design and I would lay it on the table. And I would continue the story and I'd lay it on the table.
Another piece, another black piece, or whatever color it was, Yeah,
it was all hand sketch.
Yeah.
I drew it.
Okay,
So it's just little elements from it. And then finally, when I was finished with the story and I said, and this is your horse unbridled.
Yeah.
And he looked at it. And we looked at each other and he stood up and here it was. So that's how that grill came
But
about.
that is a whole mirage of stories then, because the artwork itself.
I designed stories. I designed
the artwork when you go past into the main salon in the back, and I look at the sketching of that art and the horse, and I'm like, I am in love with that horse.
Yes.
You know, that's the main salon, not the entrance. Because the entrance, great, got it, and then you walk past and you're like, this is me. So what I say to people is that when you come on board Unbridled, we're going to enter for a Dom Perignon or a champagne in boat shows. I say, tell me how many unique horses you see, not on uniforms. Right? And they go, what do you mean? I said, well, for example, look for a horse. And then they come in and I said, here's one in the scuppers and here's another one, unique horses. And they walk on, they see main salon, they look at a horse. Then they see the picture. And then there's the logos on the side. And it's like, anyway.
But you know what? That brings me to something that I didn't know that you clocked in on that. But there's a horse. There are 2 horses in the boat that I'm going to put you on a scavenger hunt. And you could tell your crew.
No, I'm ready,
It's in woodwork. All that I'm going to tell you, it's in woodwork.
Yeah.
And it is formed by a flitch. So when you cut a tree, you cut it thin like this,
Oh,
right?
yeah, okay. Yeah.
Okay, and they call that the veneer, but they're flitches. And then you take the veneer when you cut it off the tree, and you take this slice and you put it like that. That's book match, right? Then you take the other slice and you book match it. So it's a book matching that created this horse's face.
Naturally.
It's looking right at you at eye level.
Naturally.
It's not art, it's nature's art, but it's not manipulated. And I will give you a couple of clues.
There's 2 panels.
There are 2 panels.
Is it a door?
I can't tell you that.
I think in the...
It's on a bulkhead.
It's on a bulkhead. No, I thought it was the doors of the bridge. I see 2.
Look for a light colored species of wood. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Bulkhead,
and then when we connect up again and whatever, and tell your as a matter of fact, who finds it and sends me the picture first will get a bottle of Yacht Life vodka.
Done.
I love it.
And now the crew are probably like,
Don't
tools down, the game on. You know?
You said that the boat is out west, so you need
Seattle.
to wait until you get on board. I want to give you the vodka, but you need to bring it.
Yeah, no, I have to get back on board and work now. You know?
So anyway, take a look at it.
Yeah.
That's natural art. So anyway, this particular boat that I did, I designed what's called a degorne.
Degorne.
Okay? It's a sin to call it wallpaper, but technically it's wallpaper. but I will refer to it as art.
Art.
So the owner said for his dining salon, he says, why don't you design, I want something spectacular here. Okay. And so I thought of things. One day I gave him a sketch and he looked at it and goes, I really like that. Let's go ahead and do it. From that moment to the moment that we had it made, was made in France, England, and in India. So it was passed around for all of the different techniques. And we installed it. When we installed it, was 17 months it took to create this wallpaper. Again, it's a Centicola wallpaper art. So anyway, very complex, very artistic. And so what I did is I took an element.
Don't show them. Don't. Oh, okay.
No, I can't. And they're going to have to tune in because once the owner receives his bespoke caviar, then I will unveil it to you. But for right now, it's for his eyes only.
Yeah, understood. Perfect, perfect. I love it. I've got the better glasses on, though.
You see that texture there?
Yeah.
Okay, that's hand-embroidered silk.
Wow.
Hundreds of thousands of threads, stitches.
18 months. So that's the thing
17.
with yachting, people don't appreciate the details. Like I get really kind of frustrated. One time there was a table of lobsters and prawns, and we had a big feast on a main salon dining table on another yacht, and I won't say the name, and it wasn't Unbridled, and then they made a mess. And one of the stewardesses got a scourer, and she's just scratched the whole varnished tabletop, and it's on the corner of the paint, and I'm just like, I catch her halfway through this, I'm like, what's your theory? And she's just like, just cleaning it with soap. I'm like, you got to realize these yachts are the art. It's not a product. It's not something that's...
So Brillo?
It's not tangible.
Was it Brillo?
No, I'm sorry.
Just want to clarify.
Yeah, no, and it cost me a lot to respray the whole thing because you can't sit and see a thin, you can't. It's like, this is the business we're in. It's perfection. So we're going to wrap it up though, because I know we've got a busy day, a lot to see as well. But the point of all this is, it's about branding. It's about stories behind things that give value, correct?
Yes.
So it's, and then the quality behind that story will create the success.
Yes.
The depth of that story.
Yes.
Whether it's sleeping on a floor, whether it's dining with a king.
Right.
If you can connect all those together.
Yes. Yes, it does. It does. And branding, a strong brand has a strong story.
Yeah.
And a strong brand has, I was going to say a strong personality, but has a strong character that's behind it.
Does it have its own, I'm not going Matrix, I'm not going different world, does it have its own identity, a brand?
I'm sorry?
Does it have its own identity? Like people look at Nike from two different angles. Do you like it or do you not like it?
Correct.
So does a brand have this third-party contrast?
Absolutely.
So it's a living thing almost.
It is.
Like art.
Yeah, it is. Because it creates a persona.
Yeah.
Right? So if I were to say to you, I'm going to go and buy myself, assuming you know this designer, I'm going to go and buy myself a nice Versace shirt.
Yep.
What comes to mind?
A style, exclusivity, style.
Very flamboyant,
exclusivity,
detailed, whatever. You could almost hear the voice of the person that's wearing it. So when you think of
it's identifiable, probably is the best.
Very identifiable, but also it carries an aura. It carries a character, a lifestyle. And even though Gianni is dead, when you think of, and so is Coco Chanel. When you think of these powerful brands, you become transported into a space. I don't want to say a world, now it's a space. So if you were to love a real nice brand and you think about it, you begin to imagine, like say for instance, it's a sporting brand. You could kind of see yourself running. You could see yourself playing football, soccer, swimming, whatever. Right, because it has that emotional effect on you. So with Yacht Life brand, our slogan is a taste of the good life.
A taste of the good life.
A taste of the good life, and there's more behind why we chose that slogan.
But all those brands have quality behind them, and that's what's unique also with Yacht Life.
Yes.
As a brand, it's the quality that goes into the products.
To be, because of look at what it's being served on.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. Well, that
Or the
was
villas or the house. I think we've rounded it up nicely. I think in the end, to me, it is about the brand and it's about the quality behind it. Because Versace and Chanel and all these brands, without the quality and the feel,
Yes.
they don't survive.
That is exactly
They
it.
became knockoffs and
That's exactly it.
they fade off in time. So Yacht Life, it's been here now for a while. It's staying in the industry. We're going to try and work with it on Unbridled. And are we trying to brand our own version of it in a sense? Or
Yes, actually, and you could edit this however you want.
Yeah.
But my intent, and I met the new owner, or well, not the new owner, he's owned it now for a few years, but he invited me on board and he gave me a tour. And so this, I curated a gift for him.
Okay.
Right? And I designed something special on the tin of the caviar, like the one that I showed you.
Yes.
And I would love for you to present it on my behalf.
I will do.
And what the first and
His birthday's
foremost,
coming up, so I'll definitely make a special event for it.
well, first and foremost, it is to make a connection with him.
Yeah.
Because he does own a beloved yacht that I've designed. And secondly, I would like the opportunity for us to collaborate.
Yeah.
And through that collaboration, we can do a deep dive into sharing Unbridled, the philosophy and principle of Unbridled, the DNA that is behind the design and why it was designed, and all the stories of why it was designed the way that it was designed. And so, yeah, I would like that opportunity.
Let's do that. His birthday's coming up. I'll definitely get it to him. Mr. Patrick Knowles here, the quintessential yachtsman, but I think just Patrick Knowles is enough. Because it sums up the whole book.
He's very flattering. Very flattering.
Be blessed, be safe at sea, and look after one another. It's about the connections. It's about sitting down with people that you don't normally sit with and sit with people that you would like to sit with and draw a balance in between.
Excellent.
We've only got one life, haven't we?
That is beautiful. Yes, and we are enjoying, we are having a taste of the good life.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks, Captain.
Pleasure.